Astral projection, also known as an out-of-body experience (OB), is a phenomenon where your consciousness separates from your physical body and travels in an astral or subtle body. This is not like a typical dream where you lack control. Instead, you remain fully aware and can direct your movements. Imagine floating above your bed, then passing through walls to explore distant locations or even other dimensions. Historically, Tibetan Buddhists have practiced this for centuries as part of their dream yoga, and the Greek mathematician Pythagoras reportedly described hearing celestial music during what scholars now believe was an OBE. In modern times, many individuals report spontaneous projections during sleep, meditation, or near-death experiences. It is considered a natural human ability that can be cultivated with proper techniques. Understanding this foundational concept is crucial before seeking a teacher, as it sets realistic expectations and helps you recognize the experience when it occurs. Attempting astral projection without guidance is like building a house without blueprints. You might eventually get something standing, but it will likely be unstable and inefficient. A skilled guide provides structured techniques, safety tips, and troubleshooting for common obstacles. For example, many beginners encounter the vibration stage, a buzzing or static sensation that often precedes separation, and panic, thinking something is wrong. A good guide explains that this is a normal sign of impending projection and teaches how to relax into it rather than resisting. The author of Astral Projection Underground, Abhishek Agarwal, has had hundreds of successful OBEs and shares his hard-won wisdom in a clear, step-by-step manner. Before using his guide, I remained a passive dreamer with occasional lucid dreams. After applying his techniques, I gained consistent control over my projections. A mentor accelerates your progress, prevents frustration from repeated failures, and provides reassurance when you encounter strange phenomena. Without expert advice, you may waste months or even years on ineffective practices. When searching for an astral projection guide, look for several essential qualities. First, experience. The author must have a proven track record of successful projections, ideally with hundreds of documented experiences. Second, comprehensiveness. A good guide covers both visualization methods like the rope technique, imagining climbing a rope out of your body, and non-visualization methods such as Robert Bruce's energy work or Robert Monroe's vibrational techniques. Third, practical advice. Tips on sleep hygiene, progressive relaxation, and achieving mental silence are crucial for preparing your mind and body. Fourth, ethical considerations. A trustworthy guide warns about potential encounters with astral entities, negative thought forms, or your own fears, and provides strategies to stay safe and grounded. Fifth, community support. Access to forums, online groups, or regular updates can be invaluable for sharing experiences and getting feedback. Avoid guides that promise instant results or overnight mastery. Astral projection is a skill that requires patience, consistent practice, and gradual refinement. The best guides emphasize that even failed attempts teach valuable lessons, and they encourage a gentle, persistent approach. There are many paths to the astral plane, and a reliable guide will introduce you to several. Visualization techniques include the rope technique, where you imagine climbing a rope hand over hand to pull your astral body free, and the roll-out method, where you pretend to roll your physical body to the side until you feel yourself separate. Non-visualization methods focus on body awareness, such as the Wake Back to Bed (WBTB) technique. Set an alarm for 4 to 6 hours after sleep, stay awake for 15 to 30 minutes reading about projection, then return to bed with the strong intention to project. Another powerful approach is the indirect method, which uses hypnagogic imagery, the fleeting images just before sleep, to trigger an OBE. A good guide explains each step, from achieving deep relaxation to recognizing the exit signs like vibrations, paralysis, or a rushing sound. They also teach how to maintain calm during separation. Practice daily, perhaps for 20 to 30 minutes, and keep a detailed journal to track what works for you. Consistency is far more important than intensity. Even short sessions build the neural pathways for projection. Is there scientific evidence for astral projection? While mainstream science remains skeptical, several researchers have documented OBEs under controlled conditions. Dr. Charles Tart, a pioneer in transpersonal psychology, conducted experiments with a subject named Miss Z, who could correctly identify a random 5-digit number placed on a high shelf while in an OBE. The Monroe Institute has explored altered states using hemisync audio technology, which induces brainwave synchronization and facilitates OBEs. Neurologically, OBEs may involve the temporoparietal junction, TPJ. Electrical stimulation of this area can produce sensations of floating or leaving the body. While science hasn't proven the existence of an astral plane, it validates the experience as real to the individual, something that feels undeniably authentic. This does not diminish its spiritual or psychological value. Many practitioners use projection for profound self-discovery, emotional healing, or connecting with deceased loved ones. The subjective benefits, reduced fear of death, increased calmness, and a sense of interconnectedness, are well documented in practitioner accounts. Whether you view it as a journey of consciousness or a brain state, the transformative effects are undeniable. Ready to start tonight? First, ensure you get good sleep the night before your practice session. Before bed, set a clear intention. Say to yourself tonight, I will become aware during an OBE and remain conscious. Practice a relaxation technique such as progressive muscle relaxation or 4 to 7 to 8 breathing. Inhale 4 seconds, hold 7, exhale 8 to calm your body. When you feel drowsy but still aware, visualize your astral body gently rising above your physical form. If you encounter the vibration stage, a common sign, stay calm and imagine floating upward like a balloon. Keep a dream journal by your bed to record any experiences upon waking. This also helps you recognize lucid dreams, which are a gateway to projection. Use affirmations like I am aware and will project as you drift off. Avoid caffeine or heavy meals within 3 hours of practice. Join online communities like the Astral Pulse forums for support and tips. Remember, even failed attempts teach you something about your mind's patterns. Persistence is the secret. Every session builds skill, so don't give up. Astral projection is not a modern invention. It appears in cultures worldwide. In ancient Egypt, the Ka was considered a spiritual double that could travel independently, often depicted as a bird hovering over the body. Shamans in Siberia and the Amazon practice soul flight to journey to spirit worlds for healing and guidance. In Jewish Kabbalah, Merkaba mystics used meditative techniques to ascend through heavenly palaces, describing experiences remarkably similar to OBEs. Even in Christianity, St. Paul wrote of being caught up to the third heaven, an experience that fits the OBE description. These traditions share common elements: purification through fasting or prayer, strong intent, and guidance from a teacher. Learning from them enriches your practice. For instance, shamanic drumming at a specific rhythm can induce trance states that facilitate projection. Exploring these routes not only deepens your understanding, but also helps you find techniques that resonate with your personal beliefs. Whether you see it as spiritual travel or a psychological tool, these ancient perspectives validate the universality of the experience.